Y'all, this is Miss Andrea. Oop, did it stop me? Oh, it's my introduction. This is Miss Andrea Maria. Back to you again. I'm gonna try to make a cleaner version than yesterday because I know I cussed a lot. And then, I'll be saying, I ain't gonna change for nobody. This is not to change for anybody, but for myself. But because I don't wanna, not to to miss somebody who needs to get this message and who needs to hear it and they can't, and they're not someone who speaks as verbally as I do sometimes. I'm really not a big cursor. Like when I'm expressing myself and stuff, I get the cussing, get a little anger, yet playful anger. That's such. So I really don't mean anything by that. But I still want to reach out a broad type of people instead of them missing a message because they can only be like, damn, every other word is a cuss word, especially the M word. Whatever, motherfucker. That's like the biggest word I be saying that over and over again. But anyways, yesterday I was talking about the subject of being pregnant and alone. How hard it is having to run your own home and take care of business and do everything, and it don't stop just because you pregnant, just because you tired, or because you moody, or you feeling fatigued. You still have to do everything that you're supposed to do. It gets challenging. So I got this big body, small head thing going on. It's alright. It's tough. The main thing is I wanted to talk about the feelings that you feel, because so that you know that it's natural to feel that way. When you get pregnant for someone and they chose not to be around, you're gonna still have this attachment to them, and you probably gonna blame yourself and start thinking about all the things you felt like you could have done differently, or you might be angry and start feeling revenge type stuff and how can I get back at him or whatever like that, because I tried. I said some ugly stuff too. But even that, really, when I was doing that, it ain't hurt him. It hurt me more than it hurt him. So all that is natural. I'm gonna feel that way. But what you need to realize is somebody treating you that way. Is that really how you want? That's really somebody that you want to be with? That treats you like you don't even exist, like they had nothing to do with you, but when they slept with you, it was all good, and then, you know, the life goes on, you know? No. You gotta think about, would you want your daughter to go through something like that? Could you actually sit back and just, let that go on with your daughter? If she was with somebody like that, and he just really didn't give a, but she just crying over him, but I'm pregnant, and you just have to be there, and how you just gonna leave me, and why even take yourself through all of that? So you gotta think outside the box. You're gonna have to, and realize that it's not even worth it. And then you may even think I thought I was I couldn't even think outside of me being pregnant for someone and being with somebody else later on down the line or something that's not his children. I wouldn't comprehending that situation type. How does that happen with all things that go in the world and all kind of things, negative things and everything that's going to my mind and stuff. But when that time comes. And a lot of times the step parent, the stepfather, or the other person that be in the life be better than the real one. So than the natural birth one. So I was thinking way too far ahead, and that made it even worse than my tears and my sorrow crying over somebody. But I wanted to be with him. I didn't want my baby to know her father, and then making my own sorrow, pitiful world even worse than what it naturally was. Like I said, it's gonna hurt. You're gonna go through that time. You're gonna cry. You're gonna weep. You're gonna find it where it's hard to get up off the bed and move forward, but you got to. Mostly it was the beginning of my pregnancy that was hard, because it's everybody left me, and everybody was acting funny and differently. You know what I'm saying? Like what? Like I'm Mary, mother of Jesus. Why I can't have no babies? No. You'll even find that some people be jealous when you get pregnant. Like people you don't even know say. People, neighbors said crazy shit to me. I had a dude tell me, "You too fine to get pregnant." What? I'm bringing a life into this world. You mean I'm too fine so I can get chubby for a few months and bounce back, boo? That is nothing. That is nothing. That is nothing compared to bringing a life into the world. That is the ultimate. Like, woof. Once you start opening, when your eyes start to open to the real stuff, see the enemy gonna try to keep everything blocked, and you're gonna be like only the bad stuff and only the negative, and you like really really tripping. But once you start opening up, and it's a process. It is a process. But once you start opening up and realizing the real beauty of things, you see things differently. You're like, oh, wow, I was really tripping and stuff. The main thing I'm going to tell you on this video is if you have to move on, if it's to a situation to where that he don't want to be around, he's told you he don't want to be around, like you can't find him, you looking for him and all that type of stuff, and you find yourself pregnant and alone, move forward. You can do it by yourself. You can. You know what I'm saying? You're not going to always be by yourself. God did not plan for us to all be by ourselves and not eventually have that right person in our lives. But dang, like concentrate on you now. Concentrate on this new baby that's coming into your life and your other children. If you have any other children, concentrate on them. Like, don't even it's not even worth having somebody stress you and crying over them. And if you did like me, when I was over there in that area, we was still like messing around, whatever, and knowing that he had somebody else, because there was just too much going on. Whether he was lying to me, something they was through, or whatever. Here I go, try to follow him and just stuff that wouldn't even worth me getting a headache over. You know what I'm saying? You have to realize your worth after a while and just be like, look, I'm worth more than that. Some things are just not meant to be. But just because you had that baby, or just because you're about to have this baby, doesn't mean that that ain't meant to be. So take it one day at a time, and I promise you, everything gonna work out. You'll be like, people will be calling you and be like, girl, I got this. Like babies, they grow out of stuff so fast and stuff. I had a girl call me yesterday and was like big stuff, like all the big stuff. I was like, oh my God, I'm gonna get all this stuff like right now. I just want to spend all the money right now on all of this stuff. She's gonna use it for like a month or two, but she called me. She's like, girl, you do not have to buy this. You ain't gotta buy that. I got this. I got that. Just come meet me. I want to meet her on Friday to come get some stuff that her baby girl already grew out of. And like some big things I always got to spend hundreds of dollars on that I don't even have to spend money on. And I was like, oh my God, sometimes you don't even know where your blessings are coming from. And I'm going to make sure I take care of them, keep them disinfected and clean and everything, so I can pass it on to somebody who God leads me to pass it on to. All her things. I want to make sure that I carry on this blessing to somebody else. But anyways, I hope that y'all be like somebody, if it's just one person out of 20, 30 people, or however many people get to watch this video, just one person can be like, just wake up out your little situation and be like, wow. Because you ain't gonna never move forward being in sadness and pitifulness and just like, oh no, you can't move forward on like that. You have to go ahead and cry, do the weeping, as whatever you have to do, but you're going to have to shake. Sometimes you got to shake your own self out of that depression stuff. You don't need no depression pills. You don't need to go see no psychologist. If you got the money to go see a psychologist, go ahead, boo-boo. Go ahead. Sometimes you got to be your own strength. You got to say, self, ooh, we is getting up out this turmoil. Oh my God, you have to talk to yourself. You have to say, self, I'm not going through this. I got to be strong, and I'm going to do what it do. Regardless of what anybody on the outside say, take care of you and yours. I got this little saying. Found it the other day. I put it in my wall. It's so good. Love many, trust few, and always paddle your own canoe. That is so true. Like, take care of you, boo-boo. Don't worry about nobody else. Just, you know what I'm saying? Later on in time, sometimes those guys do come back and it work out, and God done hit them upside the head with something, and they miraculously change. But I ain't even on that point. This gonna take some serious godness to, I mean, like probably years down the line if it. But I need something better though. Anyways, I need something like a man, not a man child. Can't raise a boy. Like you do this, you can't raise a man. Yeah. Okay, so my little chubby self got some stuff to do this morning. It's about that time. We're like, whew, like 31 minutes or so. So I gotta walk up out this door. So I hope this helps somebody. Again, I am so chubby wubby. We'll talk about all the other stuff too later on, like how you feel when you're pregnant. You be so chunky, and you know you might not always eat the healthiest, and you be like, cookies. I just want more cookies. But I'm enjoying myself. It ain't nothing, to get back. You gonna be to get back. You gonna be able to get back, bounce back. You just can't be lazy. You cannot be lazy. You can't be lazy. Laziness is more up here than it is physically stuff. You know what I'm saying? You'll be able to bounce back. You know what I'm saying? I plan on being one of the hottest, cutest mommies ever. I got a teenager that adore me because she'll be 16 soon. And my little baby want to look at me like, oh, mama, so cute. So, anyways, y'all have a good day. Okay? Bye. Miss Andrea Maria.